Här har vi mångfald på alla sätt.
Hi y'alls, welcome back, and if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to react to Season 3, Episode 2 of Young Royals. I loved the first season opener episode. I thought it was so good. We caught up with everybody. We got the tone of the season, which is a little anxious. We apparently have a truce made between Willem and August. Is that actually going to stick? We have papers signed, but I don't know if it's going to stick at Halerska, so we'll have to wait and see. Mom is making me a little nervous, I'm going to say. Christina is definitely having heart problems, definitely having health issues. They referenced taking pills. I thought maybe that was for anxiety. Now I'm starting to think it may have been for something else. What concerns me about that is they said that Willem can't take her place until he's 17, so that's another year. So what happens if something happens to her? Hopefully nothing will happen to her. But what happens? In addition to that, we have poor Simone being grounded by his mother. And he's grounded for the entire semester, which is looking like it's gonna be hell because there's all these new rules and regulations and a new headmaster or mistress, and oh my gosh, it's just chaotic. He also has a fight with Sarah, kicks her out. She goes to the dad's apartment. Sarah's concerning me a little bit too. I think it's interesting that we still see August stand up for her in regards to the friends making fun of her. I wonder if he knows that she's the one who called the cops and kind of sold him out. I want to see a conversation with them. I think that would be interesting. Felice, my queen. I love to always see more of her. So let's just jump in. But before we do, don't forget to throw a like or participate if you do not like what you see. But comment down below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We do fun things here. Ring a link that must be notified when I upload new videos. And don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. That's only $1.25 a week. It is all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube. In addition to more, don't forget to follow us on all social media at @star_chef_productions or at Jessie Dobbie for Twitter. The link is in the description below for our TeePublic and Redbubble pages. I am not wearing it right now because it hasn't come in the mail yet, but my brother made Halerska merch. So if you go and visit the Redbubble site, I got a sweatshirt coming, but you can see hats and phone cases and t-shirts, and I wanted a replica sweatshirt of like actually what they showed Eric wearing in the first episode in that picture. So I got that. I'm so excited for it, but go check it out. And also, I didn't mention this in the first reaction, the entire first and second season of Young Royals is fully unedited on Patreon, as will these be as well. So go check it out. But without further ado, this is my official reaction to Season 3, Episode 2 of Young Royals.
Saknar dig.
Oh.
Jag med. Vad hade inte gjort om jag var där?
Should we step out of the room?
Om du var som mig nu. Jag skulle kysst. Ditt födelsemärke.
Kronprinsen, klockan är 19, mobiltimmen är slut.
1 hour a day. Like, what the hell? Yeah, this is like ultra torture for them because they can't stay with each other. He's grounded. Oh god, I really feel like one of them's gonna get in trouble. They're not gonna be able to stand this the whole semester. See, it's Willem's fault. I knew they were gonna blame him. Willem is dealing with a lot of shit. You're pissed because you have a 7 p.m. curfew. Like, chill.
Blir det absolut ingenting. Bara för att några personer är lite ledsna över att man skojar på en invigning.
Alltså vi hade verkligen inte en porrfilm på vår invigning. Eller hur, Ville?
Did they?
Kronprinsen.
What was that look that they just gave each other? Did they? Was that during Eric's time?
Var tvungen att berätta för hela världen att han hookade.
Fan, skärp dig,
Alex,
Vincent.
or Vincent.
Det här är inget skämt.
Didn't remember his name because it's not important.
Tänk om skolan behöver stängas ner. Vi borde göra någon slags gemensamt uttalande. Då kanske lugnar ner sig. Kanske vi till och med får tillbaka vår student.
Fighting it's not gonna help, so it's worth a try.
Han skulle egentligen ha kommit själv, men han vågade inte lämna drottningen ensam.
Hur mår hon? Varför kan hon inte liksom ringa? Jag vet liksom inte vad jag ska göra.
Ligg lågt bara, så rider vi ut det här.
Paying this lady like thousands of dollars to be like, just lay low. All you have to do is lay low. You guys aren't listening. Yes, baby, sing. We need that voice.
Bara försök göra något bra.
Yeah.
Och om de stänger skolan för allt som har hänt. Alltså det är väl bara bra egentligen. Så kommer vi typ aldrig kunna träffas. Kan inte du börja på roten igen? Så kan vi i alla fall ses efter skolan.
Yeah.
Men August.
They should join a club though or something so that way they can hang out. I feel like Linda would see right through that though. Oh my god, like no one died. Chill. What the f***?
Skulle du säga att du trivs här på Hillerska?
Ja, självklart.
Skolinspektionen kommer att göra ett besök här. Och då har de skickat en lista på elever som de vill intervjua. Och du är en av dem. Och jag vill att du ska veta att jag är så glad att de har valt just dig att prata med. Här har vi mångfald på alla sätt.
That cut.
Där, snyggt jobbat! Här, 5 sekunder kvar! Kom igen! Här kommer då lite information kring vårhajken. Så är det
It's a
att
nice
vara
hike.
ute i
Everybody needs to be
naturen.
out in nature.
Så
Except for me
övernattning,
today, I'll be
grillning och
recording and
har någon en
editing so my
gitarr,
fingers fall.
ta gärna med den.
Butter and cucumber? It's interesting. Is that mayo?
Alltså jag fattar om du inte vill tillbaks till den där skolan.
But you have to go back to
Då
school.
måste du kanske börja tänka lite på vad du ska göra istället.
Did she think she was just gonna sit around the house?
Men man kanske kan jobba med att ta hand om de hästarna som far illa i så fall.
Yeah.
Och då är ju körkortet första bra steg.
This will be good for her. This will be a nice bonding experience for the two of
Så
them.
innan man startar
I think
bilen
they
så är
can
det
help
viktigt
each
att...
other. Dad seems like he's doing good too.
Hörni, jag förstår att ni är oroliga. Men the show must go on. Vi ska öva som att det blir av. Vi har fått in en ny körmedlem.
Förlåt att jag är sen.
So he's joining
Välkommen.
choir. Felice is like, I know why you're here.
Har du verkligen slutat på roten?
I should have got a different shirt,
Jag
man.
visste inte att du gillar att sjunga. Nej, jag gillar inte att sjunga.
No, you like singing. You just like Simone singing.
Vi måste gå, mamma kommer vita.
Can we just like conveniently miss the bus once in a while?
Sjukt sorgligt för vi sitter liksom här helt deprimerade och alltså hela världen bara tror massa sjuka saker om oss typ.
It took me a
kom in.
while to realize that it doesn't fucking matter what people think about you. I know it's easier said than done, but it
Jo
really
då.
doesn't matter.
August, den här invigningsgrejen.
Jävla länge sedan jag tänkte på den.
Jag tror att det var därför jag inte vågade liksom säga något.
Oh my god, it did happen!
Jag vet inte om jag vill ha liksom det offentligt. Det som hände.
Ja, nej, alltså inte jag heller.
Ja, bra.
Bra.
That's why Willem
Yes.
didn't know what they were talking about because they didn't carry on that tradition. Ooh, is he gonna get like a hernia or something?
August,
Immediate suspension, bud.
träna får du göra innan utegångsförbudet eller på schemalagd träningstid.
I thought he was holding his stomach like there was a pain. He's just getting anxiety, maybe. Is he gonna try to call Sarah? He's like, haha, f***ers. I got a plug-in phone. It is Sarah. Oh, he remembered her number. That's big in today's time.
Hallå?
Oh. Oh, they're both idiots, but they are cute.
Hur...
Mår bra.
Ja,
Hon bor hemma hos sin pappa som hon hatar. Hon kommer inte till skolan,
Because
hon
you
har inga
kind of kicked
vänner
her out of the
kvar.
house.
Hon har inte ens sin familj kvar. Allt är ditt fel.
Yeah, it is his fault. Simon got mad and yelled at Sarah, but he knows it's
Vad fan
really
tror du att du
August's
håller på med?
fault.
jag kan inte bestämma vem jag får och inte får prata
Du
med.
ska
Det är för att
inte... August, min familj äger det.
du är inte kung än.
Fight! They did agree to not cause any problems. They told Christina, you will not get any more scandals or controversy from us if we stay out of each other's way. So yeah, August should not have gone up to Simone like that. If anything, he should have went up to Willem and been like, can you ask Simone this? So, you know, it was, once again, August, it's your fault.
Skämt.
Ja, precis.
Let's
Det var
joke.
ett skojbråk.
Ja, vad ska jag kalla det? Medlarsamtal. Här, hos mig.
en gång i veckan.
Vadå?
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Meditating's great.
Nej, inte han. Han känner inte Rick. Du gjorde det. Vad sa du?
Som att du gjorde det.
Ouch. He got to know him later on. Except for the homos. That's what I'm waiting for. There you go. It's easy to stay away from the social media comments, not when things like that happen. Writing a song.
De får inte se dig. Jag kan få din revolution.
Oh, his voice is like butter. Are you gonna post it? I like it. I think that's safe to post, right? I didn't think it was bad. I guess the revolution part. You gonna ask him to take the song down?
Den här videon. Det är texten. Folk kan tolka det hur som helst. Jag vill bara inte att du blir en större måltavla. Inte för oss. Okej.
I think it's interesting that Willem presents it as like, this is what you need to do for us. You can't post things like that. Instead of being like, Farima just messaged me and they're kind of unhappy about this. Take it down. He doesn't blame it on other people. He makes it sound like it's coming from him. And I feel like that's where like part of the conflict with Simone comes in, where it's like, you really feel like that? When he doesn't, it's stuff that's getting fed to him. He is still repeating it though.
Jag vet att du är arg på henne. Men jag vet också att du fortfarande bryr dig.
Mamma, jag tog hand om mig och Sara sen vi var små. Jag bröt kontakten med min egna pappa för att hon hatar honom. Och nu bor hon.
And now she lives with him.
Hos vår pappa.
Du, mamma vill prata med dig. Du förlorar din plats om du inte kommer tillbaks nästa vecka.
Då vet jag.
Good to
Och du kan
know.
säga att jag sover här i natt.
This isn't right because now she's being disrespectful to her mother and she's using her father. It's like, Sarah, you gotta own your shit, girl. I know it's hard, but you gotta figure out a plan. You can't just sit at home all day hiding.
Alltså jag har verkligen rikspanik över det. Det känns som att hela skolans framtid hänger på vad jag säger.
Fast lite är det ju så.
Well, it kind of does. Oh, that makes her feel better.
Do you think that's true? Because that's up. Ja, men så här, jag tror det är klart att det är det, men
man har slutat börja klaga liksom.
Sure, it's better to speak up at the time, but sometimes people need to process what
husmor säger ju
happened.
alltid till mig att sätta på det när jag har glömt. Jag menar bara att det är inte alltid jättelätt att vara den enda svarta tjejen med lockigt hår i vår klass.
That never occurred to them.
Du är jättevacker.
Det är inte riktigt det.
She's like, I know, bitch, that's not what I'm saying.
Ja, men vänta.
See, this is why it's hard for her to talk about the real things with these girls. They get like all like, oh, quiet, what do we say, and uncomfortable, and then she brushes past it and they're just like, okay, forget about it. They don't want to talk about real things or understand her.
Då delar vi upp oss 3 och 3 i varje tält. Så
3%.
Och
Let's get Felice on in there.
Så att om man är gay får man zooma med varandra men inte om man är straight. Eller
Off.
vilken tjej du ihop det med då?
No one wants to date Vincent.
Jag lottar ut.
Men om vi ska sova tillsammans.
No, f***
Det
Vincent.
känns bara som att folk tror att vi bara kommer ligga.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
I'm silent, losing myself.
Chilla alltså, vi kommer in peace alltså. Malin,
We
Malin,
come
det är
in
lugnt.
peace.
Det är Simons vänner.
Okej.
Bastion, I am.
Bilder på kronprinsessan.
I like how they put the lights around the
Så
trees.
varför dansar ingen då?
I thought you liked Frederica.
Simons kompis var inte hon lite konstig eller? Alltså Roche. Alltså, jag vet inte vad hon heter. Har ni varit där? I New York. Eller i USA. Nej.
Oh, we don't have the money for
Jag
that.
ska också sommarjobba. Som ni.
Vadå filma kronprins? Vad fan snackar du om? Kolla själv på bilden, det är bara bilder på henne. Vad fan är grejen?
Oh, he was
Ja,
trying to take a
tror
picture of
det
her,
är
but
bäst att ni
the
går tillbaka till
prince was in the
ert
background.
kampglas.
How out of touch can you be? That's what's so sad, is there are really, like, when you live a specific lifestyle of privilege where you don't have to think about getting something for yourself, it's just given to you. You have all of these experiences and you visit all these different places, and you really don't understand or have any kind of idea what other people do and go through or how they live. How can you not understand that these people don't have the money to vacation like that? I've been out of the country one time. It was to Canada, to Niagara Falls, and that's because it was an hour away from where my brother was graduating college. That was the only time that I've ever been out of the country. I don't have money to vacation like that. I don't have it. It's expensive. So for you to not only not understand that, but to make fun of it, shows what kind of a pompous piece of shit you are. I hate people like that.
Ville, du kan inte bara säga att du också ska sommarjobba. Du ska på prinsskola, det är inte samma sak.
Det är absolut samma sak. Skillnaden är att jag inte har fått välja som Roche har.
Ville, vi måste jobba för att ha råd med saker. Jag har ju bara behövt söka jobb sen jag var 14 år hos kommunen varje år. Du kan inte prata om att välja och...
Det låter som att vi bråkar.
Do not shush me. Do not shush him.
Ni fattar inte hur privilegierade ni är ibland.
Roche och Jobb, de har koll på hur mycket pengar du har fått från August, eller?
I kind of understand why Willem lied about that, though. Not lied, but said it the way he did. Good night, guys. The money that August gave you, so he did get the 1.2 mil. He's like, can I get 5 minutes by the frickin' lake alone?
Det är pappa.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mamma kommer bli sjukskriven.
Oh.
Va? Mitt fel?
Nej.
Oh.
Och det betyder att du behöver vara stark nu, Willem.
Oh, wow. All right, there you have it. Episode 2. Fantastic episode. So, after I went on my little rant, I have to say, I do kind of understand why Willem said it the way he said it. That's why, like, what I really liked about this show, and I feel like I've said this in other reactions for the first and second season, they're very good at establishing both sides and having both of them be, like, pretty even in regards to being right and wrong. Like, for Willem to be like, oh, I'm working, and them to be like, yeah, we're working. It's like, you're not working. As Simon said, we've been applying for jobs since we were 14 freaking years old. Like, we're busting our asses, and you're going to Prince school. That's not a job. So I get the offense that that is taken there. But from Willem's point of view, it's like, I don't want to say I'm going to Prince school while you're all being like, we're working. It's going to make them feel like shit, and it's going to make me look like a rich asshole. So I want to try to fit in with the other kids and, you know, have everything be relaxed and just flow with the conversation. I think that's where Willem's coming from. I really do, because he's constantly talking about how he wants to fit in. He wants to have a regular life. He doesn't want to be pressured by his obligations to the royal family. So I think, again, Simone is getting offended because he's like, you have no idea what working is. You're so privileged. You don't even realize how insulting that is. But Willem is like, I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Like, if I could, I would be working, and I just want to fit in with everybody. I don't want them to view me as this spoiled person. So it's really hard. It's really difficult. But this episode was interesting because we have a lot of conversations going on revolving around, like, why people are doing the things that they're doing and how it's affecting everybody else. Like, for example, Sarah. We have in the first episode, Simone and Sarah get into this argument, and he's like, this is all your fault, and she's like, well, you told me not to talk to you, so I couldn't talk to you about it, and he's like, just leave and get out of here, and she does. She's like, okay, I have nowhere else to go but Dad's, so I guess I'll go to Dad's. And now he's mad that she's not home. And it's like, Simon, you told her to leave, but he said it out of anger. He did say it out of anger, but it's like, it's almost like he's more mad at himself now because he's like, I know how much she hates Dad, and now she put herself there, and it's all August's fault, and August cares about Sarah, and he just wants to know how she's doing, but it's like he causes a fight because of that, and it's like everybody's just so edgy and angry, and it's everybody is pointing the finger at each other, but we all know it's August's fault, right? That fight between the two of them should not have happened. It definitely should not have happened. They agreed that they were going to be civil and they were going to be cool, and they were definitely not. But it's so easy to just flip when you have someone like August doing what he did and not feeling any remorse for it. But the thing is he does feel remorse. It's just when he's in those moments, it's like I take responsibility. And then after a certain point, he's like, screw you. I can't take responsibility anymore. It's like too much pressure for me. But it's like the fact of the matter is you grovel and you freaking kiss his feet and you crawl on the ground until he tells you to get up because of what you did. That's what you need to do now, so that in order to show that you're sorry. And he'll never do that. He's not willing to do that. There's a lot of other things going on with August, though. We saw in the first episode, he's grabbing his stomach. We know that he is very sensitive about his weight. He has these issues with the medications and the drugs that he was taking. And so I think that the anxiety is really getting to him. The phobias are really getting to him. Everything is building. That was so heartbreaking. He calls Sarah. He can't even say anything. He just starts crying. He is in love with her. The effect that she has on him is unlike anything else. So I'm curious to see where that goes. Like, eventually Sarah's gonna have to go back to Halerska. I don't like the way that she's treating her mom. I understand that she's like, everybody's mad at me. I don't want to go back to Halerska. I don't want to be at home. I just want to be here and hide. But you can only do that for so long. You can't just sit at your dad's apartment all day doing absolutely nothing. It's disrespectful to your mother. You're using your father. Even though it does seem like their relationship's getting a little bit better. The whole car driving scene was really cute. I think they're bonding. But no, you gotta own your shit. That's what I keep saying with August too. You gotta own your shit. Own up to your mistakes, apologize, be an adult, go back. And I think if she does, I really feel like her and Felice could have a conversation and Felice would forgive her, and that would be the first step to getting things semi back to normal. Vincent, I swear to God, if this mother trucker does not cut the shit, he is so goddamn frustrating. I can't take it. He's over here like, oh, the stupid hazing, it was such a joke. We find out that I can't remember his name. I'm gonna have to see if I can figure that out after. He's literally like the most important friend and the most involved out of all of the friends, I feel, and I can't find his name. Like, everybody else is first, but regardless, him and August are like, yeah, like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to bring that to light. I don't want to confirm it. They both seem really uncomfortable and very sensitive to the subject, especially him, because we know that he has come out in the first season, right? To Willem. So it's like, for him to have gone through something like that, especially, like, anybody, it's horrific. It's an invasion of privacy. It is just, that's so, like, gross. Why would you want to do that to somebody? Why would you want to force them to watch something like that and then be like, ha 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 ha, and like make them a mockery out of in front of everybody? It's just, it's so psychotic, the things that they think of for hazing. But for him to have gone through that is horrible. August went through it. It was horrible. And they both agree that we're not going to do that to our first years. We're not going to carry that tradition on. And so that's why Willem has no idea what they're talking about, because when Simone asks him, did you have to do that? He's like, no, I don't know what the heck that is. So I wonder if that's going to come up, if maybe someone else is going to come out and say something, or if they just showed us that scene because they wanted to confirm like that was a thing. And then last but not least, we have this rave that's going on. So we go on this camping trip, and it's supposed to be great, but it's not so great for everybody. We had the whole thing with Stella and Frederica in the last season. I was saying in the last episode, I wonder if we're going to get more of that. Stella starts flirting with Rosh, and Frederica is not a fan of it. And I don't ever like when people get jealous and start degrading other people. And that's where the whole like trip to the US thing. Oh my God, they've never been to the US. I hate that. Like, if you have to build yourself up by bringing somebody else down, what kind of a person does that make you? It's a disgusting one. So I'm curious to see more of that. And then obviously last but not least, we have the situation with Christina going on where she's on sick leave and Dad says, you got to be ready. And he's like, is this my fault? No, of course not. And I love that his father says that. No, of course it's not. But you know that a small part of him is still going to think that it is anyway. And that's what's heartbreaking, is because he knows that all of the drama, all of the problems, all the stress is definitely going to add to this. But it's definitely majority of it Eric, because even when she had the episode in the first episode, she was like, oh, Eric, like that. So it's the passing of Eric that's truly affecting her. With that said, as I said in the first episode, what happens if he's not 17 yet? Do they just give it to him anyway? Like, I guess, does the king, like, does the father take over until he can? Like, I don't know how that works, but Dad said be ready, so we gotta be ready. And then I didn't talk about the freaking song either. The song that Simone makes is so beautiful and so sweet, and oh my God, he has a voice like an angel. And William tells him to take it down. I don't love that. I guess because he said the word revolution, so that could be interpreted in a few different ways. But I feel like Willem could be the kind of prince that goes about things like that in a better way and revolutionizes, for lack of a better word, how people perceive things like that, instead of just following the rules and going with it. But then we have an ending like this where it's like, oh, mom's really sick, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna be risky now, I'm not gonna, whatever I do could be contributing to her stress and her not being well, and so I'm not gonna play the risky card right now. But overall, fantastic episode. I'm really liking this season so far. I cannot wait to see what happens next. Again, fully unedited reactions of the first and second season, as are for this third season, on Patreon. And until the next reaction, so long everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.